Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy my very first video. I'm so excited to finally get to post one. It's taken me a little while, just getting used to the filming equipment and the editing, but I really wanted to share with you my everyday look, which is kind of this look. I tend not to change it too much. The main thing that I do tend to do is I tend to fiddle around with the lip colour sometimes, but ultimately it tends to stay pretty nude. I'm loving at the moment this pink colour, which is a selection of two different colours. So if you are interested in this lip colour and how to get it, including this look and how to get it, then please just keep watching the video and I hope you enjoy it.
So let's get started, guys. First up, I like to use the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. I really like this ever since I saw it as a recommendation from Nikki Tutorials. I gave it a try and I just found that it really works on my skin type. I tend to get breakouts. It really soothes those, and also when I apply it all over my face, my makeup just seems to stick a lot better throughout the day, despite me getting an oily nose about halfway through the day. So I go ahead and apply that. And the first thing I always start with is my brows, and to do this I use the Sleek Brow Stylist in the colour Dark. There are 3 shades, but this one tends to match my brows the best. I use the first end to brush up my brows, and then I draw on and outline the shape that I want. I really love using this. I've used so many different types of products to apply my brows with, and although they come out well, it hasn't been as easy to use as this tool right here. So this is my go-to product for my brows now. I use it religiously. I don't think I'll go back to anything else. It's just really simple because it's just one item. You pull one item out and you can literally do it in about 5 minutes. So I tend to really go for it at the front of my brows, just because that's where the sparse hairs tend to be. And once I'm happy with the overall shape, I go ahead and use the Miura eyebrow pencil in the colour Black, just to exaggerate the arch to the tip, because that is where my hairs are the thinnest. So I do like to use this as an added step. I mean, you don't have to, but I just feel, for me personally, it just really makes my brows look a little bit sharper. So what I'll do is I'll have a final look and tidy up any areas that I feel need tidying with my stylist again, just to make sure that it's all evenly done and I'm happy with how it looks. And then I'll use the brush end of the stylist just to balance out the colourings and make sure that it's all nice and smoothly applied. Once I'm happy with that, I go ahead and use my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the colour Yellow, just to highlight underneath my brow line. I really like using this for my brows in particular because it's got the really small brush, which means that you can apply it exactly where you want. So it's very precise. The only thing I would say is, if you're short of product, to squeeze it first and make sure that it's even before applying it. Otherwise, sometimes you can end up with just a splurge of product on your eyebrow, which isn't fun. I did briefly show there that I set my brows, and to do this I use the Sleek Brow Perfector, and I use clear just to set the shape and the hairs in place. And when I'm happy with that, I then go ahead and correct my under eyes using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Orange. I just distribute a little under my eyes, just to make sure when I apply my foundation that it's nice and smooth and there's no bags. This is an added step that I'm showing you, which was just me using the Makeup Revolution Ultra Corrector palette just to correct any dark marks that I have at the moment. And then I go ahead and, using my beauty blender, I apply my foundation, and at the moment I am using the Rimmel foundation, and I have to admit, loving it. I will leave all of the items that I use in the description box below, but that one was the Revlon Colorstay foundation, and if you wanted to try and colour match with me, then I use the shade Caramel. I then go ahead and start on my eyes, and at the moment I'm loving the Makeup Revolution Ultra Eyeshadow Flawless Matte, that is a mouthful, palette, because it just has such a large selection of colours and you can match what you like to whatever mood you're in. So I go ahead and use that palette and I just select whatever I feel like to just do my eyes with. I like the fact that it's really subtle. The colours aren't shimmered at all. It's so hard to find an entirely matte palette, so I do use this one religiously for the day looks, and then you can use it as well as a base for evening looks, which is great. I'm really sorry guys, but my camera ran out of battery and I didn't realise, so I contoured my face off camera, and to do that I use the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in the colour Yellow. At the moment what I'm doing is I'm just contouring the rest of my face, and I'm using an angled brush, which is a Chanel angled brush. I got it as a gift, so I've been using it ever since, and I've had it for a number of years now, and it is really good. And I'm just using the Sleek contour palette in medium, and I'm using the darkest shade just to contour under my cheekbones, my forehead and around my nose. I don't always use the angled brush for my nose, but today I did because it's just as easy. I then go in with my mascara, and I use two mascaras. The first one that you just saw there and the one that I'm using at the moment is Rimmel London mascara. It's the Lash Accelerator mascara, and I like applying this one because it isolates all of my lashes individually. And what I find is if I do that before I take off, I blend in my highlight and my contour, then if I make any mistakes that will be removed at the same time. So at the moment I'm just blending in all of my contouring and my highlight. When I'm happy with that, I go ahead and apply my second mascara, and the second mascara that I use I absolutely love. It is the Muir Lash Boom mascara. The reason why I love it is because of the shape of the brush. For some reason, whenever I find a mascara that has that shaped brush, it seems to really make my eyelashes pop. I've got quite long lashes, I wouldn't say they're really short, but this just seems to give it that added detail, so I absolutely love that. I just like to do one final check for any dark spots, so I'm just going over it with a NYX foundation. It's the stick foundation, and I've just used that to just go over again a couple of spots just because I like to make sure they're completely removed. I'm now using the bronzer from the Dark Contour Palette by Sleek, just to, I'm using the bronze just to fill in my cheeks and just to give me that nice glow before setting all of my makeup using the Urban Decay foundation. And I'm using it in medium dark is the colour. Once I'm happy with that, I go ahead and set my under eyes, and to do that I use the NYX HD translucent powder, and I use my really big massive fluffy brush. I absolutely love this brush. I actually got it from Wilko, and they do really good selection of brushes that feel really good on your skin. They're not too abrasive, so this one I just picked up just because I needed a really big one for setting my under eyes. I cannot tell you how much I love this highlighter. This one is by 17 and you can pick it up at any boot store, but it's the Instant Glow Shimmer Brick and it's in gold bronze. For some reason everything just really pops and I get a really good glow when I use a combination of all the colours to just do the tops of my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, my cupid bow, and it just really makes me have a lovely glow. I actually use it under my brows as well, on the tops of my brow bone, just to highlight there. And then I use my big fluffy brush just to blend it in. Once I'm happy with that, I then go on to my lips, and I've used a lot of NYX products and I just really like them for my everyday looks. It's not by any means because they've given me anything at all, but I love using this nude lip liner. And what I do, because the two of my lips are different colours, I use it to balance out the colour, so I put it on all over, and then I go ahead and use the lip cream, which I really like. This one is in the shade Cans. I did used to use Abu Dhabi, but this one I think is really nice for the spring because it's got a slight pink to it. And then I'm loving Tanya Burr's lip glosses at the moment. If you've seen my Insta, I've just picked up yet another shade. This one is Lunch Date and I love it. And that's the finished look. So I hope you had everything you needed from the video. If you've got any questions about any of the products that I use, then please feel free to leave it in the comments in the description box below.
So that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then don't forget to give me a thumbs up and like my video, so then I will make more for you. Also don't forget, if you are interested in seeing my next video, then press the subscribe button, which I'm sure will be around this video somewhere. Anyway, that's it for now, and until the next video, I'll see you then. Bye! What do I do next?